Welcome to the Polished Mind, where subtle behaviors reveal powerful truths. Let's dive in.
Whenever the term boomers is brought up in conversation, it often trails behind a string of stereotypes. Resistance to technology, stubborn mindsets, and an unrelenting nostalgia for the good old days. But those stereotypes rarely reflect the full picture. Anyone who has spent meaningful time connecting with people from various generations will recognize something important. Boomers possess a set of strengths that many younger folks fail to notice or fully appreciate. These strengths aren't flashy, but they are deeply impactful. Quiet qualities that often lead to resilience, wisdom, and connection. A young man once shared how his afternoons spent sipping tea with his elderly neighbors opened his eyes to the richness of their life experiences. Those casual conversations became mini masterclasses in patience, resourcefulness, and perspective. Here are 7 underrated strengths boomers bring to the table. Strengths that often go unnoticed, but carry significant value in today's fast-paced world. Number 1. Ability to find joy in simple things. Boomers have a remarkable ability to savor life's quieter moments. One woman described how her father-in-law would start each day with a slow cup of coffee, unbothered by the morning rush that consumes most people. He wasn't distracted by social media or the noise of online chatter. He simply enjoyed the stillness. Best-selling author Gretchen Rubin emphasizes that real happiness often stems from small daily pleasures, not just grand milestones. In this way, boomers remind everyone to slow down, breathe, and appreciate the moments in between. Number 2. Resilience through life transitions. The ability of boomers to navigate major life changes with grace is often underrated. A neighbor who had just retired recently shared her journey. Initially, the shift from a structured work life to open days was overwhelming. But rather than sink into despair, she embraced new hobbies, volunteered locally, and found fresh meaning in her days. Psychologists define resilience as the capacity to adapt positively to change. And boomers often embody this with a kind of quiet strength. They've lived through wars, economic recessions, and massive cultural shifts. And they've emerged, not hardened, but adaptable. Number 3. Resourcefulness beyond technology. It's true that younger generations tend to dominate the tech space, but what happens when technology fails? A young woman once mentioned how her in-laws could get around a new city without GPS fix leaking taps, without a YouTube tutorial, and cook complex meals with limited ingredients. These are skills born out of a different era, one where people relied more on problem solving and, honestly, less on instant answers. Psychologist Angela Duckworth calls this type of determination grit, a powerful blend of perseverance and passion for long-term goals. Boomers showcase this naturally, often without even realizing how impressive it is. Number 4. Face-to-face conversation skills. At a recent gathering, a young man noticed something striking while watching his parents and their boomer friends interact. They maintained steady eye contact, listened deeply, and genuinely engaged in conversation without reaching for their phones. This comfort with face-to-face communication is more than just a social habit. It's a skill rooted in emotional intelligence and presence. In a world dominated by screen interactions, boomers retain a mastery of connection that younger generations can learn from. Number 5. Patience in the face of challenges. Younger generations are often wired for urgency, instant updates, rapid replies, fast fixes. But boomers grew up in a different rhythm. A young man once shared how his boomer father calmly navigated chaos without ever raising his voice. Whether it was a tech glitch or a change in plans, he approached challenges methodically with calm and clarity. This type of patience wasn't born overnight. It was shaped through decades of lived experience. And honestly, in an age of short attention spans and constant noise, it's a quality worth rediscovering. Number 6. Strong sense of community. Community isn't just a word to boomers. It's a way of life. When one woman's mother moved to a new neighborhood, she immediately introduced herself to neighbors, baked cookies for each household, and started a neighborhood watch group. She didn't wait for a community to form, she built one. Social psychologist Susan Pinker highlights the value of strong local ties, linking them directly to longer lifespans and better health. Boomers understand this intuitively. Their approach reminds the rest of us that real community takes effort, but the rewards are, honestly, life-changing. Number 7, deep-rooted financial wisdom. Boomers may not always align with modern financial trends, but they possess financial principles that are, truly timeless. One young woman often recalls her aunt, a retired schoolteacher, who lived comfortably not by earning more, but by budgeting wisely, saving consistently, and avoiding debt at all cost. Her habits echo the advice of financial expert Dave Ramsey, who, really emphasizes slow, steady wealth building over those get-rich-quick schemes. These old-school lessons are especially relevant in an age filled with flashy financial fads and economic instability. Final thoughts. These boomer strengths might not trend on social media or make headlines, but honestly, their impact runs deep. They're woven into everyday interactions, quietly shaping families, communities, and workplaces. If you have a boomer in your life, take a moment to, observe and listen closely. Their patience, presence, and perspective may be the exact lessons the modern world is missing. And to boomers reading this, your strengths aren't outdated. They're foundational. Whether you know it or not, younger generations are watching and learning from you. Your experiences carry wisdom that's more relevant than ever.
Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay sharp, stay polished.